Good evening, everybody, and what a lovely day it is today. Um, but before we actually get started, I need to own up to something. Um, I almost jinxed the Bears game. I texted Michael. Um,
I'll
like
pull up the receipts. I got it.
I can't remember how many minutes were left in the game, but I did tell him that we were definitely getting a post-game speech
So
when,
you said
when
it at 3:07 with 2 minutes left after Edmonds' pick.
see the thing is I said that before the refs called the touchdown back,
hmm
because if they didn't call that back, I think we would have
Yeah,
won by more than 5.
yeah.
Uh But I just wanted to own up to that, so Michael didn't single me out because I needed to take responsibility for that.
Yeah,
But
and then
I mean,
literally 20 minutes later, the game's still going. They the Bengals scored the last touchdown to give them up one, and I go, Grant, you jinxed us. And then we all know what happened after that, though. Come on.
and we will go into that in a little bit, but there is a lot to talk about here. Um, but I mean, that was the best Bears game that I have seen this year. I mean,
That's the best Bears game I think I've seen in a while.
it's been a while. It's definitely been a while. And you know what? Do you know how many weeks it took us to get to 5 wins last year, everybody? 18. It took us 18 weeks to get to 5 wins last year. We were at 9 weeks through. Ben Johnson is proving that he is the right man for the job, and Caleb is is taking steps to get to his franchise quarterback. And that's not just me saying that. Ben Johnson said in his press conference today that he likes what he's seeing from Caleb. He's getting used to it better, and he's improving. So um from Ben Johnson himself, not me. Um, but I mean, Michael, I mean, you were in Chicago the whole time that the game was
Yeah.
on. I mean,
I had it on my phone, so I was watching, and then I was going in and out of places that had the games on, so I was watching it.
what? Okay, I think I know the answer to this, but I want to ask you, what was your favorite play?
My favorite play was our first touchdown.
The one that Caleb caught.
I think that was my favorite play.
It's funny.
Yes, the Loveland play was great, but that wasn't supposed to be a touchdown. That
That's
was
true.
supposed to get us into field goal range,
Kick a game-winning field
kick
goal.
game-winning field goal. Yes, that was a great play. Don't get me wrong, but that Caleb, honestly, both of Caleb's pass or catches,
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. That's fair, man. I
like
mean,
like we've said this before, like we don't think Ben Johnson's playbook's open, but I think it's open now.
I think it's getting if it's not fully open, it's at least
It's creeping there.
75%
Yeah,
open now, at least.
yeah.
But it wouldn't be a Bears podcast if we didn't receive bad news. And I let me say this. The next banner that you guys see, I'm gonna come out and say it. I actually don't think it's that bad of news for the Bears themselves.
But we have good news.
But
The
we do
Packers lost.
have, yep. That's why I said it was. Well, to be honest with you, it was kind of a pun because I wanted to say something that kind of mirrored Colston Loveland's game, which 6 receptions, 118 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That is that's awesome.
It's a
But
booty.
but uh, but it was a lovely day because the Bears win and the Packers lose.
hmm
Screw the Packers. But the bad news that we have to break right now, or I guess the bad news for some people, and when I say for some people, I mean the player that it happened to. The Bears lose Dio Adingbo to an ACL tear for the rest of the year. Now, I say that's bad news for him because, I mean, he's not going to be playing football for the rest of the year and probably half the year next year. But here's my thing: how much did he contribute to this defense?
One sack.
Zero.
One sack, 8 tackles for loss.
So, I mean, really, I don't see this as much of a loss. I mean, if you guys want to come at me and say things that are mean to me, go ahead in the comments. I'll defend myself. But I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys agree with me. I mean, Dio Adingbo has definitely not lived up to his $16 million a year contract. Dude is lucky. I mean, I wouldn't have given him half that.
No.
Honestly, I mean, Ryan Poles, if I could give you one piece of advice on Dio Adingbo for the next couple of years that you have him, restructure his damn contract because there is no reason to pay this guy $18 million or $16 million.
Yeah.
He is worth 7 to 8 million at most. And that's me being generous, if I'm being completely honest with you.
Yeah, they gotta restructure to where it's more signing bonus, so it's not a cap hit.
Yeah, no. But we'll see how that goes. I mean, I mean, so because of this, the Bears will make a trade for a stopgap edge rusher ahead of tomorrow's deadline. Now, we will go into who we think it will be at the end of this podcast because we want to end off on that with the trade deadline being tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
Probably in another 40 minutes.
Probably around there. So, everyone, I'm just going to give you a piece of advice here. Yep, grab your popcorn, turn up your TV, turn up your phone, whatever you watch this on, because this is going to be a long one because that was one of the greatest games that I had ever seen from the offense and just a lot of rookies today. I mean, or yesterday. But also, I will say this. A little mad that Rome wasn't involved. However,
same. I haven't been too.
However, I did start Brock Bowers in the money
You're welcome.
in a couple of my fantasy leagues, and that dude scores 44 points in his first game back. You were right, Michael. He's not.
We could pull the receipts. We got the receipts.
He's not a quarterback. That single game literally proves that he is the best tight end in football right now.
Oh yeah, I mean he was the best tight end in football when he stepped onto a football field, his first NFL game.
All right, well the next two topics are pretty awesome. So
we can kind of put these all in one.
Yeah,
topic,
we could put them all in one topic, but I think they deserve their own banner.
Yeah.
So Kyle Monangai had 26 carries, 176 rushing yards, and 2 or 3 receptions for 22 yards.
Wait, can we just say you thought I was crazy that he was going for 100 plus?
I did not say you were crazy.
You did. You were like, that is crazy. I was like, watch. These backups do this. I don't understand how this happens, but for some reason, when the backups get their shot, they always go for like 130 plus.
But honestly, man, because of this game, he definitely deserves some more snaps. I mean,
100%.
The dude is slippery. I mean, I saw a clip today, or like a podcast clip today. Someone compared him to Marshawn Lynch.
I mean,
which
that's crazy.
that's awesome. I
That's
mean,
awesome, but that's a little crazy
that's a
in my
little bit of a
opinion.
stretch, a little
Yeah,
bit of a stretch right now. If he can do this for the next like 3 or 4 years, absolutely, I will completely agree with that. But I mean, dude, this was just I was I was astounded by all of the huge plays that he was making, and um, little fun snippet. Actually, I will mention that actually when we get to the next topic. But but I mean, great job by the offensive line doing all the blocking. The only guy that I think needs to definitely work on his blocking is Theo Benedict. I think that's warranted.
yeah. I mean that's one I feel like we like knew because he
Yeah, I could see that. But I mean, dude, the thing that surprises the crap out of me about yesterday is Monangai had that huge game. How did he not get a touchdown? I have no idea.
because
But
our back the third string or fourth string I think it is got that big
yeah,
run.
yeah. Britton Brown or something
Yeah, he got that like
crazy.
big run, that 30-yard touchdown or whatever it was.
It was almost. I think it was almost 40.
Yeah,
Actually, I can
I mean
actually look that up.
I
I'll
mean
look that up.
that's big. Like that's a big touchdown like that. Because honestly, if that doesn't happen, they'll probably get in a red zone and probably kick field goal.
Yeah, no. Um, I mean, so I'm looking it up right now. We are,
It was
yes.
between 30
So
to 40. It was a
it
decent run.
was it was a 22-yard run, but
Oh, it
still,
was only 22.
I
I thought it
no.
was
Oh,
longer.
you know what? He had 38 total yards. That's what it was.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Which honestly, for him being a practice squad guy, that is pretty pretty substantial. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
that. But I mean, great game all around for everyone on offense except Roma Dunze. I will admit that. Um,
Yeah, but one player has to like not have a good game, I feel like.
yeah, and I mean everyone else had great games. I
Yeah,
mean,
DJ had two total touchdowns.
yeah, he
Not
threw a
just yeah, he
touchdown.
threw one. Caleb
Oh, my
four.
Zacchaeus had one, which I actually didn't think I'd ever form that into a sentence. Uh, I mean, Colston Loveland had two, which actually, perfectly, ties into the next
Yeah,
topic.
I just have one thing to say about Monangai.
Yeah, what's up?
So how we have Swift another year after this, right?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Okay.
Or wait.
Or is it or is
No,
this like
this is the last guaranteed year.
yeah,
Next year is a void year.
okay. If Swift doesn't play next week and Monangai has a big game, like a decent not this big, but like a
Not
bigger
this
game.
big. Definitely not this big, but
Like if he has
could
another
get to
100 yard
100 yards. Yeah.
yeah, do you next year do you just start Monangai?
Okay, so here's my thing, and now I now with Adiingbo's injury, I do imagine Edge being at the top of their list for uh, draft prospects, and I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it's already at the top of their list anyway. But
What was that in running back?
but but here's my thing, man. If we are in a draft position to somehow get Jeremiah Love,
You have to take him.
you have to take
Yeah.
him. It doesn't. I don't care if he's projected to go uh, 10 picks after when we have. I mean, if he is available, that dude is a menace.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a Notre Dame guy, right?
yeah, that's the guy from Notre Dame. That's like as of right now, like that's the only first round rated running back that I've seen. Um,
Yeah.
but like, I mean, you could totally have Jeremiah Love and Monangai be a 1-2 punch. I mean,
Yeah.
that just seems dangerous. But okay, so let's get back to this here. I mean, we have emphasized this to Caleb for the last month and a half. You have to get your tight ends involved.
I think he finally saw our podcast. I think that's what it was. He finally saw it.
I mean, I would love that. I would love that, but I don't think that's what it was.
I
But
think it
hey,
was.
if it was, shout out to you, Caleb. I mean, dude. First of all, I mean, when he went to Caleb or Colston the first time in the red zone, I mean, Loveland didn't have a defender in his face 3 yards from where he caught the ball. Which when I finally saw him get the touchdown, I was so excited for him because this is what he can do. I mean, he is gonna. I hope that Caleb realizes that he needs to target his target him for more in the future because I mean, how many? I wonder how many targets he had. How many? I can't look that up because I don't think the internet would give me the answer on
Let me
that.
see.
I do know that he had 6 receptions, 118 yards, and 2 touchdowns, but I want to say he had
7 targets.
so he had one drop or one
One.
incompletion.
Yeah.
This is the reason that we drafted him 10th overall. And yes, Tyler Warren might, have the more stats right now, but the Colts offense really only has Tyler Warren as a viable receiving threat, and they run the ball.
Pittman's been a dog, but yeah. It's basically Tyler Warren is the safety guy, and then Pittman's your
Yeah, but for the first
kind of
time in a
other
couple
guy.
weeks, Jonathan Taylor doesn't score three touchdowns.
He didn't do anything.
No, he didn't. How many carries did he have yesterday? I'm gonna say it was
14.
under. Oh, I was gonna say it was under 12.
It was 14. He had 52 total yards.
That is insane. I mean, the dude has had 20 or 10 touchdowns the last 3 weeks.
It's because I'm just gonna say this. I know it's a little bit off topic. The Steelers did what Pittman said they can't do, teams can't do. The Steelers stacked the box, let Daniel Jones beat
They
them.
must have seen him on the podcast.
Exactly.
On that podcast and been like, okay, we need to do this.
Yeah.
But actually going after we talk about this next topic, I mean the next topic, the banner is going to explain everything. But after we go into the next topic, we need to talk about Jaden Daniels. We need to talk about Jaden Daniels and his injury.
It's so bad.
Because it was bad, everybody. It was bad. So Caleb is back on track. He had 280 passing yards, 53 rushing yards, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, 22 receiving yards. And he caught a touchdown from DJ Moore. But actually, if you guys remember, on Thursday, because that's when we recorded our episode for Saturday. I projected that Caleb would get 280 and 4 touchdowns.
I said
270 to 280.
Yeah. You were 270 to 284 touchdowns. I said 300 plus with 2 passing and 2 running. I did not expect a receiving touchdown. No one did.
The only thing that was missing from yesterday from Caleb Williams' superstar day, a rushing touchdown.
Yep.
That
he would have been with Josh Allen there.
That would have completed it for me.
Yeah.
I mean, do you know what Colston Loveland and Caleb Williams proved on the last drive of the game yesterday?
What?
That they have ice in their veins, and as long as you give Ben Johnson and this team a minute and you allow them to have a timeout, you will lose. you will lose because it's happened every time that the Bears have gotten the ball last. They've gone down and won the game. I actually said on our playback stream yesterday for the network, I said whoever gets the ball last wins.
Yeah, I wasn't
And
there, but
yes, you weren't there. I celebrated a little early with texting you, but I own up to that. I own up to that.
just 20 minutes early.
But I mean, I I was ecstatic like when that play happened because so me and my suite mate we share a bathroom and yesterday was the first time that I actually heard something from his room through my bathroom because like for some reason our rooms are only 6 feet apart but like still like you can't hear anything that goes on in his room and I heard his scream like and my TV was like 30 seconds behind so I knew something good was going to happen. I didn't know it was going to be that play. But like dude, I mean there wasn't a bad play call from Ben Johnson yesterday. And also I loved the trickery with the double pass where Baden threw it back to Caleb and all that stuff. I mean,
Okay, wait. Guys, you think we still should start Bajent over Caleb? Come on.
oh, and fun
Should
fact,
we start Bajent? Okay.
and just so everyone knows, Caleb is at um 1912 passing yards with 12 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. And just so everyone knows,
Is that 12 passing or 12 total?
is it 12 passing or is it 12? Let me look that up. I think it's 12 total, but let me confirm here. Um, okay, so Caleb Williams,
That's 12 passing. He's
he's got
14 or 15 total.
he's got 12 passing and 15 total touchdowns. And just so everyone can put that into perspective, he's on pace for just like 4,070 passing yards, 26 touchdowns, and I think like 9 interceptions. I'm sorry, but us Bears fans will will literally get down on our knees to stats like that. I mean, we haven't even had a 4,000-yard passer yet. So I
No.
mean, that's awesome. Now before we go into the next topic, and I know this isn't necessarily Bears related, but we have to talk about the gruesome injury that Jane Daniels sustained last night, and also I have to call him out on this. What the hell are you doing, Dan Quinn? I mean, you were down you were down like 24 in
Yeah.
the fourth quarter. Take him out and give Marcus Mariota a chance to try and get you a couple touchdowns. And because of the fact that you didn't do that, you lose your starting quarterback for most of the remainder of the season, if not
Yeah,
the remainder of the season.
it's most likely the rest of the season.
And honestly, let me tell you the one silver lining with it, with the injury. It's not in his throwing hand. If it was in his throwing hand, his career would be over.
Yeah.
Or he wouldn't be able to sling it as much as he could, as much as he can now.
Yeah, and us Chicago fans, we know that. We have experienced that with Derrick Rose. You got to take out your star player. You have to.
Yeah, I mean,
When
I
you're
have no,
down that much or up, you have to take out your star player.
you have to, you have to. I mean, there was no point. You weren't going to win that game. And to be honest with you, I will say this though. I actually didn't watch the game because I thought it was a stupid. I didn't think it was a worthwhile Sunday night game to watch, and I was kind of right. I mean, the Seahawks scored what 38 or
Yeah, 38.
30
38-14.
38-40. I mean, it's like that just doesn't scream Sunday Night Football. What does scream Sunday Night Football? It was
Bears Bengals, baby.
well, yeah. I mean, that's a good one. But also, I mean, the Bills and Chiefs. I mean, that should have been a Sunday night or a Monday night game.
Or honestly, Vikings Lions scream Sunday night
That
too.
that would have been another good example. I mean, I'm not gonna say that this should have been a primetime game, but I mean, because of how it ended, Jaguars and Raiders might have been an
Yeah.
interesting one.
Can we talk about the record?
The what?
68-yard field goal from Cam Little.
Oh yeah. No,
That is nuts. I mean, I
that
know
is
he had a
nuts.
70 in the preseason, but that doesn't count towards the record. But 68-yarder,
Yeah, no,
and
congratulations.
he had room to
Congratulations, Cam
spare
Little.
too. Like that could have possibly gone in from
Oh,
like 72.
and speaking of field goals, Evan McPherson missed a 54-yard field goal because they had to use a QB ball, not a kicker ball. If it was a kicker ball, they most likely would have made that field goal. I read that earlier today.
Is,
Um,
is our kicker topic up next?
no, that is into should we move that?
We're on the topic. We might as well.
Yeah, let's just move that one to the next. So Jake Moody needs to be the starting kicker for the Bears because I mean yesterday was just horrific. I mean, what did he missed 2 field goals or one?
I don't know, but he missed the one at halftime, and that got me really mad. I threw my phone on the train.
Did your phone break?
No, I threw it on the chair, so it was fine. But
Oh,
Jake Moody has to start. I know he has accuracy issues from 50 on,
but
but
at least he could kick that far.
yeah, like
I mean,
it's getting bad.
yesterday, Cairo Santos didn't actually attempt to kick that far. I don't think, but I mean, he missed like a 47-yard field goal. I think it might have been blocked, but like still, it looked like it was gonna miss regardless because it like went to the left. I mean, it just
Yeah, I mean he has missed two crucial field goals, I would say, in the last
yes,
two
very
games.
important field goals. Very
Like
important.
that one against Baltimore last week. If he makes that, we get momentum still, and we possibly could win that game.
Possibly, but that possibly is a big.
It's a big possibly, but who knows what happens when you have momentum, you know?
Mm-hmm. And I mean, really, when you look at Jake Moody, the only kick that he missed when he was in in Santos's spot was a kick that was like snapped real low, but also kind of kicked real low by Santos. Was that against the Saints, or was that against someone else?
The one that Moody kicked real low,
Yeah.
that was Commanders.
Okay, good. Because because if everyone remembers, I went to the Saints game and that would really look bad on my part if I forgot that Moody missed a kick that I was actually literally right behind the goalpost for. Not literally right behind. I was a little right of it, but still I could see like the goalpost. Like it was, my seats were awesome.
Yeah,
But
I mean, this just proves like Santos inside of 40 yards he hasn't missed. He missed one 40 through 49 yard, and he missed two 50-yarders. He hasn't missed an extra point, which is
also,
good.
yesterday we were kind of bailed out with an offsides call.
Yeah.
So that's I mean, but you can't rely on bailouts all the time. Although the Bears have literally relied on bailouts pretty much all year. And that's not me being biased. It's literally me being honest. I mean, They have. They've gotten some lucky calls on them. But also let's go into the next topic before because I don't think we have much else to say on the Moody part. But do you?
No, Moody just needs to start.
So the next topic, we have a game speech. We have a game speech, and it's awesome. Which but before we actually get into the game speech, I will admit there are some guys missing in terms of getting game balls. So the guys that got game balls are Kyle Monangai and Colston Loveland, which is completely warranted. But the two guys that I think are missing are Caleb Williams and Tremaine Edmonds. Because to be honest with you, if I'm being completely honest, the interception that was returned for a touchdown that was called back, I don't think if you get one finger on a guy, it should be called as down. I think you actually need to tackle him. And I know I'm kind of calling out the NFL for bullshit rules, but I just don't think that constitutes being down.
See, I'm gonna rebuttal on that one because for someone who's like I know you've been on the sidelines in football, but for someone
I haven't played.
You can't. You would play if you could. 100%. I know you would, and you would be a great football player. But
thank you. I appreciate that.
For someone who's been out there on defense that has seen picks and pick sixes called back because for youth football, when your full body's on the ground like Tremaine's was, and they just touch you, that is completely warranted for a tackle, because that's kind of like a quarterback taking a knee. Okay. You're kind of giving up your body. Like in college, I think it should be like how college rule, like for defense at least, how college is. When you go down, you're down. No one has to touch you. I feel like that's how defense should be, but then you have to do it for offense, and I don't like that for offense. But yeah, that's how.
You know who kind of adopts that rule. In the league that's really old. That's still like playing, but like a really really old player. What's his name? Tyler Lockett. Like he never wants to get injured, so he tackles himself. Technically, he goes down before someone else tackles him, which I have to admit that's actually smart. Like
that's how you play a long career.
Yeah, and he's been in the league for what, 10 years? Something like that?
Yeah, what is he, 32, 33?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I just want to see if there's any no, nothing. Trying to see if there's any Bears trades that we need to break right now. But let's get to the speech, because that's what you guys are all waiting for. We know.
I'm sure they've all seen it 15 times, like we have.
We all definitely have. But let me start this over, because you guys don't want to.
Hell yeah! Hold up a second. Oh no, I found it. 5 right there. 5 wins, man. Not 20 points. 5-3, and I know it wasn't pretty, but don't apologize for a win in this league, guys. Don't apologize. We did what we had to do. We said we had to go 3-1 in the second quarter, and we did that. Yes, sir. We'll talk about the next quarter coming up tomorrow. Don't worry about that quite yet, all right? Enjoy this win. It took all 60 minutes for that one. Here's what I know about this group. Here's what I know. If it is close in the fourth quarter, you better watch out. All right? Now, with that said, we got 2 game balls here, all right? First one's going to be this. 26 carries. 176 yards. 6.8 average.
appreciate everybody in this room, man. It's my first start. Nobody knew what I was going to do, but I told you I was going to step up to the plate. Whatever I got to do to get there.
Yes, sir. 6 catches. 118 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Hey, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, bro. Like, this is so fun. We got to keep winning, keep going in, working every day. Yes, sir. And let's keep it rolling. Yes,
Here we go. Good, better, bad. Never let it rest. Good gets better. Any better gets better. Bears on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh man, gets me hyped every time, man.
Gets me going, man. Every
Gets me
single
going.
time.
Gets me going. I mean, it's just, dude. I cannot. I mean, it just is so like thrilling to see. Everyone has bought into Ben Johnson's system. Everyone in that locker room and everyone that's going to be on Ben Johnson's team for the next 15, 20 years, I'm going to say, you heard it here first. He's going to be here this long. I completely believe that. Is going to buy into whatever bull crap, whatever hard stuff each player is going to have to go through. They will run through a brick wall for Ben Johnson. It is so rejuvenating to have Ben Johnson as our coach. I mean, but also I have to say this, like watching that so many times, I have noticed, Caleb actually looks happy.
That I was just gonna say that you had. Oh man.
I mean, and I can understand why he does, because, first of all, the biggest thing about having Ben Johnson is no matter who we lose, if anyone gets a promotion for a head coach job or a OC job or whatever in the future, he doesn't lose his play caller. And that, when you are a quarterback, is the most important person to keep. And with Ben Johnson being the play caller, watch out. The Bears are going to be dangerous for the foreseeable future. And let's put this into perspective here. The Bears, or the NFC North, kind of took a flip to yesterday.
The standings stayed the same, but yeah, they did take a flip.
The Packers are still in first, even though they lost to the Panthers yesterday at 5-3-1. I still can't believe they tied to the.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna say this: ties should be out of the NFL.
You know what? I second that motion.
It is so stupid. How can we not finish a game? There should be at least two overtimes.
You know what they should adopt? They should adopt the college rule, where each team gets a chance to score, and whichever team doesn't score wins.
Yes, that's what they have to do. It is so dumb. I know it's the Packers that got a tie, so now all the Bears fans are complaining, but I feel like the whole NFL complains. Like, ties are so stupid. I don't like them.
They are, man. It's bullcrap. It's bullcrap. But I mean, so the Packers are in first, the Lions are in second, which I will admit, I did not see them losing to J.J. McCarthy. I did not.
Dude, he looks good.
They did somehow. I don't know. I think they got lucky. Let's see if anything new on Twitter has surfaced. I'm just tomorrow's the trade deadline, so I'm just looking at Twitter.
Okay, wait, and then here's another thing on the ties, because say next week Lions and Packers lose, because the Packers play the Eagles. I don't know who the Lions play, But say
Mhm.
both of them lose, right? And we win. Say we win.
Uh-huh.
We can't move up to first.
That sucks.
The Packers will be ahead of us with less wins.
Now, okay, so there's not any Bears news here in terms of trades, but there is a couple of interesting ones. So first of all, the Cowboys have made former first round defensive tackle Mozzie Smith a healthy inactive tonight, and he's viewed around the NFL as a player on the available on the trade market before Tuesday's 4 p.m. Eastern deadline. That's from Jordan Schultz, so he could be on the move. But the bigger one, I don't know if I would say bigger, but Ian Rappaport just tweeted out a minute ago.
I
The
see it right
Ravens
now.
are trading for Titans edge Draymond Jones, sending a conditional fifth rounder that could possibly become a fourth rounder. More defensive help in Baltimore from a player who has had 4.5 sacks in the last 4 games. That's insane. I mean, so let's get into this last topic here. So I imagine that the Bears will make a trade or two before tomorrow at 3 p.m. or 3 p.m. Central Time, which is 4 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yeah.
Right? That's correct, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I have 2 people that I believe that they will trade for, and it doesn't cost much. Or, you know what? I'll put 3 out there. So the 2 of the trades are for cornerbacks, and I don't think that either of these would take that much. I think they'd cost like a 6th or a 5th at most. So my 2 CB trades are for Rasul Douglas or Alante Taylor. And I say that because, first of all, I watched Bears Now this morning with Harrison Graham, and he said that Rasul Douglas was a trade target, and he would only cost like a 6th to take or something like that. And then the reason that I put Alante Taylor on my list is because he has played for Dennis Allen's system. So if you trade for him tomorrow and have him practicing on Wednesday, you could totally have him in the game on Sunday, because the adjustment for him is very small, very small, because he knows the offense, he knows the defense, he knows Dennis Allen, and Dennis Allen made him a good player when he was playing. And my other trade target, you know what? I'm going to throw 2 out there. One is going to cost a little bit more, but one is going to be like a pretty low draft pick. So one is going to be Jermaine Johnson from the Jets, because I mean they're 1-7. They're not going to go anywhere, so they should be sellers to get as many draft picks as they can, because they're in a complete rebuild. They have to rebuild every position, and I would not rule out the possibility of them having to have a new coach soon.
He should be fired. I forget who the coach is.
Aaron Glenn.
Yeah, he should be
And
gone.
then the one that might cost a little more, but the one that I might be comfortable doing because of their edge room is so deep, I'm going to say it. I would totally be comfortable if the Bears traded a 3rd-round draft pick for Kayvon Thibodeaux. And the reason that I say Kayvon Thibodeaux is because not only is he finally emerging into a good pass rusher, but the edge room that the Giants have is complete with Brian Burns, Abdul Carter, and Dexter Lawrence. I mean, do you really need 4 out there? I mean, you probably do, but
Well, Dexter Lawrence is a D tackle.
okay, well, but he could be an edge if he wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's that good.
He's good enough to
And
play anywhere.
the reason that I said, and everyone would, I could possibly see Kayvon Thibodeau costing a second, but let me explain why I said a third-round draft pick. Ryan Poles has been absolute dog water with his third-round draft picks. He's taken Velus Jones and Kyron Amagaji. I mean, that sucks. So if you could, trade for Kayvon Thibodeau and make that and watch a highlight reel for Kayvon Thibodeau, during your, eluded third round draft spot, that would make, that we'd be happy with that. And also, there's also something else to throw out there. Let's say hypothetically that the Bears do trade for Kayvon Thibodeau and it's a third round draft pick. If the Bears keep winning and either the Dolphins or a team that has not fired their GM yet, decides to hire Ian Cunningham, guess what we get? We get a conditional third round draft pick. So really, if we traded a third round draft pick for Kayvon Thibodeau and Ian Cunningham somehow gets a GM job, it's like we didn't even lose a draft pick.
Yeah.
I mean, now the thing that needs to happen for Ian Cunningham to get a GM job is we need to keep winning. And let's look at our schedule here real quick. We have the Giants next week, which, I mean, their only scary player is actually Jackson Dart.
And the defense, obviously.
Yeah, and their defense. So we'll have to watch out for that.
Their front seven's scary.
So we got the Giants next week.
Then we go Vikings, right?
Vikings, the Steelers.
Steelers and Eagles. Yeah.
I think that we can do.
We could go 3-1, but most likely going to go 2-2.
I could totally see that. If
I think we beat the Giants. I think we beat Minnesota, and then.
Don't you say it! Don't you say it!
I know I don't want to say it, but I have. It's dog. They just beat the Colts, man. They just beat the Colts. Like that's crazy coming. I know it's terrible, but honestly, I hope we beat the Steelers. I don't know. I have no idea. But the Eagles are for sure lost.
All of us out there, all of you guys out there that watch this, we will record a pre and post game podcast for the Eagles game. Just know we're gonna lose that shit. Just know there's no we're gonna watch it so we know what to talk about during the game, but it is not going to be enjoyable at all. No. And if we pull out a miracle and somehow beat the Eagles with Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley and every serious, dangerous pass catcher,
they just got Jalen Phillips.
Yes, they did just get Jalen Phillips.
They just got Jair.
Who was Jalen Phillips was a target for the Bears, I think, until this morning. I think most likely, what happened was they offered a fourth, and the Eagles won up them and offered a third, and got it.
Yeah.
Usually what happens is that the team that gets the best offer or gives the best offer. Gets the player.
Yeah.
I mean, the only time that I can think where that actually backfired actually does involve the Bears, and that was when somehow we traded for Khalil Mack because we somehow went 12-4 that year, and the Raiders in one of the first years with John Gruden went like 3-13 or something like that, or whatever that crazy first year was with him. But he had a lot of like, old guys from his teams from his time with the Buccaneers. Let's see. I'm trying to think here. So I mean, I think we need to talk about this. So we're at 5-3 right now. I'm gonna ask Michael, and then I think we'll end on this. But do you think 10-7 is possible now?
Yeah.
Do you think 10? So let's look. So if we go 2-2 in the next 4 weeks, we are
We're 7 and
5.
7 and 5.
And then so after that we have the Packers.
For the Packers twice, I think honestly we split.
So we play the Packers on December 20th, or December 7th and December 20th. I would like to win the first one, if I'm being honest with you, because I actually am going to watch that game here with a friend, and he's a Packer fan. So I would just love it if we could beat them when he is here. But we're Bears and Packers fans.
Hear me out though. That first game against the Packers, if we win that, I think we win the second one too.
I think that's a fair.
But that's like my thing. I think we're gonna split because I have a weird feeling we're gonna lose them in the first week. Then what? We go play the Browns or the Lions?
We play the Browns.
And then we're gonna play the Browns. We're gonna win that, and then that's where I think we win. I think we win the second one against the Packers.
But there's also a little snippet here. The Browns are. Kevin Stefanski is handing over play calling to Tommy Rees, the OC for the Browns. Now, I will admit, I don't think that helps. I don't think that helps much, because there's not the thing that the Browns offense lacks: talent. They have no talent.
They have Quinshawn Jenkins.
That is literally their talent. That's it. And then
Judy when he wants to actually be there.
So we play the Packers Week 16 on December 20th. That game is still to be announced in terms of timing. And then on December 28th, we play the 49ers for Sunday Night Football. That is our only primetime game that's left, because every other game is at noon for the rest of the year, except the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, against the Eagles, which a game at 2:00 just sounds weird. That just sounds so weird. It doesn't sound right. Especially if it's on Thanksgiving, I get it. But if it's on the day after Thanksgiving, it's just weird. But
the Friday football game is weird.
That game everyone will see because it's being broadcasted on Prime or something for free or something like that. I don't know. But
we play the Lions again. Obviously, hopefully we win because that's at home. But
but you never know. You could never rule out with Dan Campbell, because Dan Campbell knows Ben Johnson. And to be honest with you, I am still surprised we scored 21 against the Lions. But I think that's going to be it, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this one. Again, we said that we might be here for an hour, so I hope you guys. I'm sorry, we're sorry that this is so long, but I mean, after everything that happened yesterday, I mean, this is how long podcasts are for games like this. There's just so much to talk about. But we will be back on Wednesday, hopefully to break down a couple of trades. because it has to happen. If
Yeah,
it
we
doesn't-
got to make some if we want to make a push. Because
I mean-
we're 5-3.
Because don't get me wrong, I called it where Austin Booker gets a sack, but I don't know if he's ready to be full time yet. So
Yeah.
maybe a change of scenery for a guy like Jermaine Johnson or Kevon Thibodeau is going to be good for him. So, but that's all we got today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you on Wednesday.
Later.